時は元禄、弥生。花の大江戸では、毎夜、娘や幼子が行方知れずとなっていた。幾日か後に、無残なムクロとなり果て、路傍に打ち捨てられた。
Tell the story to Shinrei Jusatsushi Taroumaru. Can't even say the name now. Taroumaru is pretty basic and nothing extra special. Basically, the daughter of this very important person didn't come home. She's being kidnapped. So he goes and pleads to our hero Taroumaru, and he throws a bit of gold onto the ground there. He pleads with him to go and get his daughter. So, like a good ninja, he picks up the gold, heads off and kicks ass. Oh, and he can throw lightning bolts out of his hand. So let's take a quick look at the options. Oh, they're all in Japanese, even the numbers. Yeah. But they're not too difficult to figure out, to be honest. Oh, well, I was going to tell you them, but they've gone off. Oh well, never mind. So you have a choice of two characters to choose from. One being the priest and one being our ninja friend Taroumaru. I suspect we should go him since he's the main character. As you do. Two skulls on spines appear. You gotta love the Japanese ghosts and horror stories. So as you can see, we got a lovely bit of 2D scrolling going on there. Or is it 2D scrolling? Oh, no it's not. It's actually a full 3D polygon world. I bet you didn't know the Saturn could do textures that good. Neither did I until I saw this game. Yes, most of the backgrounds in the game are actually made of polygons. And you'd be forgiven for not even noticing due to the texture levels being that good. You know, usually Sega Saturn textures do look a bit on the blocky side, but these look really, really nice. So as you can see, Taroumaru is firing out his lightning bolts at everything that passes, and they seem to explode. I guess that's what happens when you get a couple of thousand volts through your ass. Now he can fire off the bolts as single shots, or you can hold down the B button, which it is as default, and it'll charge up the actual power of the lightning bolt. And what that'll do is take out a more powerful enemy in one shot, or you can actually get a combination going where it'll take out a few different enemies. Oh, isn't that beautiful? It's even got shadows. Now to kill enemies, you have to get this little kanji symbol, which the Chinese symbol, just in case you're wondering, onto the enemy, and then you're allowed to fire off your lightning bolt. Now the problem with that is sometimes the automatic targeting system can be a bit of hit and miss. So you want to hit an enemy, but the bloody target won't go on them. But not to worry, because you can fix that by using the shoulder buttons to move the target along various enemies manually, and it does work quite well. Now as you can see here, I've got a little man next to me in gold. He's actually been enslaved by Taroumaru using his special ninja powers. Now to enslave a different enemy, to enslave an enemy to be on your side, you have to use the A button, which, like the lightning bolt, can be charged up. And what that does is sort of, well, I don't know what it does to be honest, but it does somehow capture the enemies and make them your slave. but to tell the truth, they don't really help that much. And it looks like my helper's now dead. Now, one thing I'm sure you've noticed by now is the quality of the graphics on this game and the animation and the special effects used within it. There's nothing else on the Sega Saturn that comes close to this. And to believe this is by Time Warner is like unthinkable, because all their other games are complete shit. Now just watch this skeleton thing in the background here. It's really, really beautifully done. And watch the way it just kicks down the buildings. It's really nice, well animated. Quality stuff. Unfortunately, we don't seem to get these sort of effects on games anymore. It's all about 3D. Well, and where 3D is really, really cool, and it's amazing for some games such as racing games and whatever, and of course first-person shooters, although there's too many of them things, they don't make any classic 2D action games anymore. Now, I think with today's consoles, you could make something with these sort of effects, but, you know, with a big boost in graphical power, and it would look astounding. Instead, we just get a flippin' upscaled, crappy port of Guardian Heroes or something like that. Make an original game, guys. Now, just in case you're wondering what the stalls are in the background, this actual stage is based upon a Japanese festival where they have little stores out by the temples and so on, and they sell things like fried chicken and yakitori, which I suppose you could call barbecue or shish kebab in a way. I took care of that ninja. Again, is it a 2D stage? Certainly doesn't look like it's got typical Saturn 3D textures. Oh, it is 3D. Now, while Shinrei Jusatsushi Taroumaru does look absolutely stunning and it does sound really good, I must say that the playability could do with a bit of work. Now, the reason I say that is because it feels a little bit on the stiff side, and I think that's mainly due to the fact that the targeting system's a bit on the not so good side. I know it's not nice to say when a game looks this beautiful and it's so sought after by the fans, but as with most cult expensive games, they do seem to have a fault. At least it's not as bad as the PC Engine's own #1 cult game, Sapphire. That is a load of shit. Might look good, but it is a bloody awful shooter. Into the frog's mouth we go. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, it does feel a bit stiff, the game. Now, you do get used to the feeling of it, but I can't help but wonder if the game would have been a hell of a lot more fun if the controls were a little bit more fluid. And also, I don't really like the way your actual character will stop moving when he fires off a bit of a dud lightning bomb or lightning blast. That was a bit of a lazy transition, wasn't it? Just sort of appeared out of nowhere. Yep, Indiana Jones inspired level. Quite nice, mind you. Actually looks better than the Clockwork Knight version. But anyway, back on the topic of the controls. If it wasn't for the stiffness, this game would be a AAA quality title. But as it is, it's still a very good game. It just could be better. Now, the main concern that many people will have about this game is the difficulty level. It is unbelievably difficult. You know, it's not forgiving at all. It's extremely punishing, this game. And you've probably noticed by now that my energy bar hasn't been going down at all. And the reason for that is I'm actually having to use, shame I know, but I'm actually having to use an action replay. Yes, I know, shouldn't be using an action replay. In fact, I never use an action replay, but this game is just way too hard for me to complete on normal level setting. Just look at that, that's beautiful. So how much does this game cost these days? Well, it's going on to June in 2011, and at the moment this game is costing in Japan, in Japanese shops, around about 25 to 30,000 yen. Yahoo auctions, I've seen a few going for some crazy prices. One guy was trying to get 50,000 yen for it. I think not, but it was factory sealed, so you never know. Somebody may pay that. The price of this game doesn't seem to be falling either. It's been around about 25-30,000 yen mark for a few years now, so if you do want it, be prepared to shell out a bit of cash. So I'm going to shut up now and let you enjoy the final sections of the game, but I'm not going to show you the last boss. No, you want to see the last boss, you buy the game and you play it. And you pull all your hair out with frustration. Or get yourself an action replay. Okay, so I'll see you in the next Retro Core. Bye for now.
Ya 我が真の姿を見せてやろう。